Today on the channel, we hop on our horse and ride with Conabus from the Mythic Legion's Necronominus wave.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Necronominus Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today we got an undead horse in Conabus. But for all your Conabus needs, all your Mythic Legion needs, and everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Yes, 15%, and these will be available to all retailers February 26, 2025. Of course, the all-in packages went out ahead of time, as we do know, but we also know how we're going to do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's check out an undead horse in Conabus. Not the first horse we've had in this line, of course. Not the first horse in this set either, but looking very good here. An undead horse, I'm here for that. Big window box, of course. Legion logo up front. Necronominus wave over there. Of course, there's old Sir Gideon's horse as well. We unboxed him on the channel as well, so check out that video. A little yin and yang over there. Of course, got the blurb about Conabus over here. And then on the back, we got War and Peace. You can pause the video and read that if you want to. But let's see what it says about our old friend Conabus right here. The skeletal steed of Necronominus, Conabus is every bit the vision of horror that his master is. It is said that the clopping of Conabus' hooves awakens the dead, and then the touch of his master's relic weapon, the God Razor, brings them back from the peace of the grave and makes them a soldier in his undead army. Once risen, they form up like supplicants behind the Lord of Death, moving in unison with the clopping of his pale horse. How about that? How about that? So there it is right there, but I'm going to take him out of the package here. We're going to find out what all the fuss is about. Nothing else inside there, of course. And then a horse is a horse, of course, like Mr. Ed on Nick at Night back in the day, but there he is in the plastic prison. 2 shields, of course, got to protect yourself, as we know. But I'm going to take him offline, get Conabus out of the package. We'll be back talking all things the steed of one Necronominus. All right, we got Conabus out of the package, not to be confused with cannabis out of the package, but we got Conabus right here. We do get 2 shields with him. I'm guessing these maybe stick on him, or maybe they're just for decor, or maybe they're the shields of fallen soldiers. Not exactly sure, but we do got 2 different shields for him. You can also, of course, use these with your Legion characters. They do have the clip here. You could remove this. You could put the normal handles on here if you wanted to, so choose your own shield adventure here. But this is it for accessories for Conabus right here, where Bishop had quite a few different things with him. Not quite as much, I want to say not quite as much value as we got with Bishop, and might as well just bring Bishop out. I'll stick him here right now. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Now, Bishop's got all kinds of the saddle, all the ornate stuff, a lot going on for him. Feels like there's more to this one, but at the same time, we got individual tooling over here for a skeleton horse, where we've seen this model of horse in the past. This is a lot different on this one, and obviously a skeleton horse, a lot skinnier, a lot lighter than a full-on horse over there. But looking very cool. Now, he does have a saddle, just like Bishop had as well. Nice saddle here with the dark, of course, saddle black. Makes a lot of sense. Brown over here, a little bit closer to the good side. Black is his heart of his owner, Necronominus, of course, over here, looking good. A little bit of worn protection on the back here, looking very good. And it looks like it can pull off very easily if you wanted to. Slip it right over that tail there. You got the horse tail. You got some armor on the tail as well. Slips on and off very easily over the top, as you could strip this all the way down and, of course, just have a naked skeleton horse, or you could have it as a dead horse in the background of a diorama if you wanted to do that as well. A lot of different uses for this guy, of course. Now, you get up here, you got some protection on the neck. That is removable once again. You got the harness up there on the front, and then you got a very dead-looking horse up front right here. Of course, the skeleton head. Is the jaw movable? That's what I want to see. It doesn't look like it's going to be, though. Oh, that's a bummer. I really wish that jaw did move for us as this falls off. I guess I'll keep it off. Really thought that was going to open up. Would have been really cool to see. I do like the added tusks here on the reins. Make him look a little bit more evil and demented, I would say. You do got a little bit of brown mixed in with the skeleton. It's almost like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like his hide that's kind of disintegrated or muscle or exactly what that's supposed to be. But makes him look a little bit more gnarly instead of just being straight up full-on skeleton. You do got a little bit of a reins necklace over here on the front. You got some extra bones. You got some saddles. You got some skulls going on. Looking very, very evil once again. And then down to the legs, you got the skeleton legs on here, even down to the skeleton hooves. And I guess I don't even know, when a horse dies, what happens to their hooves? I would imagine they stay the same color. Maybe they don't. Maybe they turn to the skeleton color. Not exactly sure. Forgot to mention the teeth on him here. Would have been really cool, though, if this jaw would have opened up. I think that would have been really awesome to see. Not the case right here. Got another little skull and the ornament on the head as well. Now the head, of course, articulation right there. Should have a little bit. Yep, a little neck articulation. The tail is articulated as well. The back half, a little bit of movement. Of course, the legs back and forth. You do got the elbow. We're going to call it the elbow of the legs there, maybe. And then the ankles have articulation. No holes in the bottom of the feet on this one either. Big rib cage inside there. Would be cool if you could, like, well, I guess you could. It does have a little gateway in there. You could stuff some stuff in the stomach. Would be a cool thing to have, like, a bunch of heads in there. Maybe a bunch of skeleton heads. Would make him look even more evil. But looking good, and everything is removable on this guy. So if you want him just a pure skeleton horse, you could easily do that. Could easily be done, of course, like any horse. There it is. How about it? But very, very interesting looking one. Definitely evil, definitely dark and twisted as Necronominus's Conabus, of course. And you see them size difference next to it. I think the size works a lot because you got all the skin, the muscle, and all that over on the alive horse. And then you get a dead one, they're going to shrink down once they lose everything to be a skeleton. So that makes a lot of sense for me. Necronominus, this is his steed, of course, and I do have him. We did unbox him on the channel, so if you missed that video for whatever reason, go back and check that out. But you can pair him up on here. Probably going to have to work on him, get him to fit just perfectly on here, which he does fit pretty good. But man, oh man, talk about a shelf killer right here with these big wings over the top, a big old horse. That's a shelf killer, but very, very fun, very cool. Definitely awesome to get his steed right here. Riding into battle, riding into death. One of the corners, of course, of Mythic Legions is Necronominus, and now we got his steed involved as well. Pretty cool for what it is. Isn't necessary, though. Obviously, you can buy just the figures and leave the animals out of it if you want to, if you're an animal lover, whatever that may be. But cool to have the complete package over here. I believe the Horseman did sell a 2-pack with these included together, like they've done with some of the other ones in the past. I think those are long since sold out, but some collectors may want to track that one down. I'd recommend eBay, probably at this point in time. But very, very cool for what it is. Not a ton of stuff to it, but it's more about the overall presentation together, at least for me, with Conabus and, of course, Necronominus. But what are your thoughts on this one here? Definitely worth a pickup for you. Pass, long game, no game, not so sure game. I feel like you got to have one of the leaders of the corners of the Legion life, don't you? You guys tell me in the comments down below. Made it this far, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. Videos every single day, and we're nearing closer and closer to 50,000 subscribers. Gonna celebrate that in the 5-year anniversary of the channel sometime in March 2025, so stay tuned for that special video. A lot of fun surprises in that video as well that I think a lot of people will enjoy. Check out my Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You guys know that. Early access to everything on the channel and more content even coming soon. Stay tuned for that in the future. ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for another Necronominus wave, easy for me to say, horse in Conabus, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
We're going to the end of the line.